Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to part 2 of the show. Oh, I'm so blurry, mate. I'm so blurry. There's no way I can fix this. Let's. Oh, no. We didn't stop the call in between, though, did we?
Oh, no, we didn't.
Well, we look all right. We look fine.
Seem to be all right anyway.
We seem to be okay. So, should we talk about some songs?
Let's talk about some songs.
Would you like to introduce this part of the show, Theo?
I would love to. So, this is a part of the show we call Songs We Can't Get Enough Of. So, every week, Lawrence and I talk a bit about a song that we've been listening to that we just can't get enough of. And it might be because of the lyrics or the production or just je ne sais quoi. And every week, as we're talking about these songs, we update a playlist on Spotify, which is called Why Can't I Do Music Good? Songs We Can't Get Enough Of. So the songs that we've got today, are they already on the playlist?
They are already on the playlist, my friend.
Easy. So go and check that out. Is it just on Spotify, that playlist?
It is just on Spotify, yeah. I haven't, got it to... I can't be bothered to try and set it up on everything. So it is exclusive to Spotify listeners, yeah.
But it's a really good playlist. It's really varied. There's a lot. It goes from, the Lion King tunes to... What? It's that first one, Ash Nico.
Oh yeah, so there's hyper pop, Broadway music, hip hop, math metal, ambient electronic spacey shit to jazz and jazz as well.
And last week, Flight of Conchords.
Yeah, last week I Flight of Conchords. I forgot about that. Yeah. So did you wanna start off?
Yeah. So my song this week it's called Charlie's Inferno, and it's by That Handsome Devil.
Yeah.
And the first thing, if you're watching this, did you have a chance to listen?
Yeah. Okay. So when I first heard this song, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it. I was like, the music really... Mr. Feehan, hello, thank you very much for the follow. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. When I first listened to this song, I thought it was really difficult to listen to.
Yeah.
Because it's this 50s... Is it 50s or even...
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like
It
sitcom
put me
music.
in mind of a commercial for a shopping mall in America in the 50s on just the very first color TVs. It's come and visit our new department store.
It's very Mr. Sandman. It's very Mr. Sandman. And I don't mean Enter Sandman, Mr. Sandman.
Can you imagine Enter Sandman in in that sort of style?
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Neverland.
Enter Sandman. But so I listened to it a few more times, and I was like, actually, if you can get past that part of the music, the story is really kind of interesting. I'll bring up the lyrics. So,
but you know what? I like it. I didn't like the music. In playlist, it was still.
Yeah, I zoned out.
And now just
I
the
zoned
song
out from the music. I zoned out from the music, and I just listened to the lyrics. And if you just listen to the lyrics, it's better because that music in the background actually it does support what is being sung about. It just happens to be that it's, I don't know. It's really difficult to describe. Should we go to the lyrics then? Yes. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
On
sorry, I'm just
on theme, right?
My computer's frozen. So it's hard to do the lyrics, which is funny in itself.
And verse 1, he kept allegiance, never bi-monthly his wife goes with a card attached, avoiding all the little things. He was a good guy.
Bi-monthly. Isn't that twice a month? Oh no, that won't be twice a month. That'd be
Or once
fortnightly.
every 2 months. I don't know.
I think because if it was bi-monthly, it'd be fortnightly. Therefore, I'd say once every other month.
True. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, now we know. An escalator. All his friends. He's
The interesting thing about this is it doesn't tell you how he died. That isn't important to the song. Oh, sorry. Sorry, it does tell you how he died. I just didn't listen. No, hold on, mate. You'll have to repeat that again because as my computer's been trying to reopen everything and catch up with what it's missed, it's been it essentially said no to your audio. Oh, hold on. In fact, let's just pause for a second because it's having a real hard time with the audio, and it's not your fault. It's 100% me. I've opened up a million windows at the same time to try and get back to where we were. So I'm going to try and fill some time here because people won't be able to hear you very much. So I'm going to just keep talking. You could just dance, but I don't think it's showing your video either. I think it's just having the worst time in the world. What? Oh, don't dance. I told you not to. I told you not to dance. I'm gonna. Oh god, it's all gone to shit. This stream is shit. This show is shit. If you're watching it, why the fuck are you watching it, you idiot? And so that page is ready. That page is ready. This page is having a hard time. In fact, I'm going to close that page just because I can't be bothered with it anymore. Okay, try talking. Try again. I'm going. Oh, it's having a hard time just connecting to you. I'm going to re-add your NDI source. One sec. I'm going to re-add you. Nobody can hear you right now, so you can say what you want.
Yeah.
Well, they can hear you now. Now you look like an idiot. April Fools. That was it. That was the April Fools. There we go. Well, Yellow Kipper April Fools. Okay, could you try talking?
1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
It'll catch up. It'll catch up. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we can now actually go into the lyrics.
Like everything up to.
Yeah.
He's done everything right.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. We've lost you again. Sorry. I don't know why it's doing this. Don't know. Oh, it's because there are ads to load. Fuck me. This is stupid. And the ads are fucking videos. I wish I could ad block. But I cannot. So right, let's give it another go. Oh, it's just not working, mate. Okay, I think what we're going to have to do is just abandon being able to see the lyrics. Because that's causing the issue at the moment. So we're just gonna abandon being able to see the lyrics, and we should. Cool. Okay. I think I've fixed it, but we can't see any of the lyrics. Okay.
All right. He is off to heaven, and he's been preparing.
Yeah.
For heaven his whole life. Obviously, the man upstairs. And then the next lyric, there was an angel at the entrance checking off a guest list. Charlie wasn't on it and was ushered to the exit. His heart sank. He was breathless. Firstly, I love that. Like, there was an angel at the entrance checking off a guest list. Charlie wasn't on it and was ushered to the exit. It's so good. Like, the rhythm of this song, the lyrics, brilliant. So yeah, he's been. He got up to heaven. His name's not on the list. He's like, well, you got to go to the other place. And so then there's the chorus. Excuse me, sir. There must be someone you've confused me for. If I could see.
I love the chorus for this, by the way.
Yeah,
because it's so catchy. Excuse me, sir. Someone you've
confused me for. If I could see someone who knew me, someone in uniform. I go to church on Sunday. Truly, usually more. Screaming at the angels while they pushed him through the door. I love it.
Such a great chorus.
So much fun.
And this is an example of something that I really want to do with the chorus, and some people do really, really, really well. And that is using the fact that a chorus repeats as a plot device, which is why I want to essentially make a Groundhog Day song, because then people like it, the chorus is the bit of the song that repeats, and the verse is because they're the bit that doesn't repeat, that don't repeat. That I'm gonna essentially, the verses are the bits that he's trying to change the future, but the chorus keeps happening. So this is exactly what I like. It's a really cool idea, and I'm glad that they've been able to execute it to this extent.
Yeah. And it changes. It's like it's one of those choruses again that sort of changes a little bit halfway through.
Yeah,
but it effectively says the same thing. Screaming at the angels while they push through the door. Then it's verse 2. And he's found himself in hell. Abandon all hope, all you who enter. It was a horrifying sign, but sounded like a neat adventure. Far beyond the halos and the castles in the clouds, fatso squealing shackled with some apples in their mouths, attention whores in padded bras hanging from extension cords, tortured with products from their favourite catalogues. Here we buy and sell a million kinds of hell. Imagination is the limit to the devil's clientele.
The attention whores bit, it really impresses me lyrically.
Yeah.
Because not only is it a great rhyming scheme, but it paints the picture perfectly and makes so much sense. Like it's difficult for lyrics to be that concise, descriptive, and on the nose. So it works so well as lyrics, like with the rhyming scheme. Very impressed with that line.
Plus, tortured with the products from their favourite catalogues. That is hell, right? Surely. That is what the attention whore's version of hell would be. Which, I just think it's clever. Up a dingy elevator, no televised debate will save you from the hell you paid for. Sorry, but it's smell you later. Sidestepped fate, went right for the gate. But you know the devil, he loves a good chase. There was a demon at the entrance making X's on a checklist who would kick you in the ass when you begged him for repentance. Those tempted by the senses with the coolest of intentions, Charlie's heart sank. He was breathless.
Excuse me, sir. Something you confused me for. Yeah. No, carry on, because I don't have any notes until the end of the song.
Yeah. Well, it's like I'm just looking at the notes here, at the
The
notes
lyrics.
that people. Yeah, So he's like, he ran straight for the escalator, his pride convincing him that he deserved to go to heaven. As such, he wasn't so much sent to hell as had it revealed that he made this hell by himself by trying to follow the rules superficially, but not the actually important ones. So
I didn't.
it's
So
like,
that seems to me like they're reading too, like they're making a narrative, because okay. So I'm going to wait to say this before until we get to the end of the song.
okay, well, yeah. I mean, I can get it. Does seem a little of a stretch, but then the chorus 2. Excuse me, sir. There must be someone you've confused me for. If I could see someone who knew me or someone in uniform, I really don't belong here. I know you've heard the tune before. Screaming at the demons while they pushed him through the door. Again, it's the same chorus, but
Yep.
it's being said to two different people.
Yep.
Cool. So, and then we get to the bridge, which is, you can run from your demons until you're exhausted. One day you'll have to stop and find out what they wanted. You can run to those angels until you're exhausted. One day you'll have to stop and question what they wanted. So, effectively, it's like, you can spend your entire life trying to avoid hell, but you can't run forever.
Yeah. So one of the is there any more of the song left?
So no, it's just the chorus again.
So the bit that was really jarring for me is that as a listener to this story, I wanted to know why he ended up in hell rather than heaven, despite doing all the stuff he was meant to do, quote unquote. And I just felt like it was this empty non-conclusion, and that was really disappointing. Until I started reading the Genius lyrics, and I saw all these people trying to get their own meaning from the song. This is why he went to hell. This is why he went to hell. And this is the point of the song. It's actually a joke. This song is just a big joke. It's one of those jokes that doesn't have a punchline, and that's why it's funny. So, like, the whole... If you imagine this in that joke format, it's someone saying, okay, so there's this guy called Charlie, and he went to heaven, and it wasn't on the guest list, so he went to hell, and they went through all the descriptions of hell, and that was it. And that's the joke. The joke is that there is no punchline. There is no conclusion. There's no reason for any of this to happen. And it's even funnier to have all these people reading far, far, far too much into these superficial lyrics.
Yeah, that might be it.
And they're saying, well, it's because you followed things superficially. You didn't really do it. Well, that isn't actually said in the song. He did everything correctly. It doesn't say that he was doing it just to look good.
Yeah.
They're gleaning that themselves. And there was another one that said you have to question why you follow rules and stuff like that. And I'm like, they didn't say that either. All he's talking about is Charlie died, went to heaven, wasn't allowed in heaven, went to hell. He did everything correctly, and there's no punchline. I think that's what makes it a joke for me.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, I feel like the fact that the chorus says, you know, you must have made a mistake. I deserve to be in heaven. I belong in heaven. Because I've done everything right. I go to church on Sunday. You know, I don't belong in hell. I feel like the fact that he is so convinced that he belongs in heaven, for me, that I felt like that was the reason that he wasn't let in.
I think the question that I would have to ask on the back of that then is why didn't the writer, why didn't this band make that part of the lyrics? If it's implied, why not? Why haven't they got a lyric saying, "Well, here's the reason that you ended up in hell. You ended up because you followed the rules so well, and you followed them to the letter. You followed them you dotted every I and T, but you didn't. You did them for yourself. You didn't do them for God or me, or something like that."
It's not that fucking easy, is it, Hobbs?
It's not. Well, I just came up with that off the top of my fucking dome, you dickhead.
Maybe
That's
they tried
fucking
really
talent.
hard.
Green King, give
Maybe
me
they tried
£5,000.
really hard to get that lyric in there and they couldn't. Now you're calling them out for it.
Yeah, well, if they couldn't add an extra 10 seconds to the song to be able to do that, they deserve to be called out. I'm saying
maybe they don't want their songs going over 4.5 minutes unless they bookend an album.
Well, maybe they should read the rest of the rules and realise that you can actually break that rule if you want to, if there's a fucking reason for it. I did an entire video. You want to listen to just the middle bit? Good friend you are.
Anyway, back to mastering.
Yeah.
Like a 2-hour tangent.
So in conclusion, I personally, well, it'd be weird if this was your opinion and I'd suddenly hijacked it. But I think that this is a 3-minute long joke without a punchline, and it's designed to be funny.
I mean, maybe it's funny.
It is funny.
Like the lyric, just the lyrics in themselves are funny.
It is a good song. I don't like the music of it, but if you just listen to the lyrics, the music's like a background. It's weird that this is going to go on a musical playlist because actually the music is the least important part of it.
Well, so apparently this the album that this is on, The Heart Goes to Heaven, The Head Goes to Hell, is a pays homage to Dante's Inferno. It follows Charlie. Okay, so this whole album is about Charlie.
Oh, okay, so that explains a lot.
Yeah,
then.
So maybe the whole story is in the album.
Okay,
well,
so
probably will be.
So we've actually done a disservice to this song by including it in our playlist because we've only included one song. I'm getting rid of it then. Delete the playlist.
I still like the song. I still think it's a good song. But like there are songs. Well, there was a band that I was going to talk to you about a little while ago called Proto Man. That we never got around to, and
we don't have time for now, so
that's fine. But yeah, I'll tell you. But effectively, they have concept albums that tell stories, but some of the songs on there are just really good songs.
Yeah,
that stand on their own.
That's like Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah,
and Pink Floyd. There are some songs like Another Brick on the Wall is part of a massive thought process, but Another Brick on the Wall is absolute bop.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to repeat what the song was, just for if you want to look it up and don't want to go to the playlist?
That's Charlie's Inferno by That Handsome Devil.
And I am going to be recommending the song The Old Dog by The Scratch.
Goddamn Scratch.
The Goddamn Scratch. It seems that their real name is The Goddamn Scratch, but because they're Irish, maybe, and have Protestant and Catholic roots, that they don't want to have goddamn in their name, and maybe that's just a thing. They are really unknown. So on YouTube, their latest song only has 9,000 views. They deserve more recognition because they are great. They are probably the most Irish band I've ever heard that isn't just Irish folk music and isn't the Pogues. And even the Pogues aren't even that fucking Irish. They are better than the Pogues as well. And so they
weren't a big Bewitched fan back in the day.
I loved looking at them.
Oh yeah.
We
all love looking.
I loved singing along with them. But I wouldn't have given them any medals for being Irish, mainly because I don't have that power. So, yeah.
I'd give you a medal for being Irish, I would.
I can't. So, if you look at their other songs, their other videos, they seem to be like they're a metal band, but they do everything on acoustic instruments. So they have an acoustic guitar, two acoustic guitars, an acoustic bass, and your drummy box thing that you have. What's it called?
My sample pad.
Drum box.
Oh, cajon.
A cajon, yeah. So they're a band that uses those 4 instruments, and they play hard rock metal, but with those 4 instruments, and it comes out sounding very folky, but very technically, up there as well. And the Old Dog is this song that's just this song about people who are bastards. Have you got the lyrics there? Because I'm having to minimize Windows at the moment.
I've got them right here.
Do you want to go through them with me? Well, do you want to go through them for me?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, I saw the farriers write us off at the first glance. A sweaty red complexion for a head, you're fucking fuming. Conversing with the bag of skin you call your neighbour. The comic word exchanges set the tone and set the future.
How great are those fucking lyrics?
It's nice, man.
And if you say it with an Irish accent as well.
Okay. Do I need to? Okay.
Well, I could do it. What's
okay.
I could do it, but I don't have the lyrics on me.
Okay. All right. I saw the farriers write us off at the first glance. A sweaty red complexion for your head. You're fucking fuming. Conversing with the bag of skin you call your neighbour.
Conversing with the bag of skin you call your neighbour. Such a great tune. Sorry.
The comic word exchanges set the tone and set the future.
The comic word
seeking refuge in the points.
Seeking refuge in
your
the
petty
point.
fellow swines.
Oh, your petty fellow swines. Sorry, I just can't help but hear
right,
that
man.
build up.
Do us all a favour and go pack in that baldy behaviour.
Baldy. Bullshit.
Just the first of the word bold, bad, similar to slang like old, AULD.
Yeah. So it's a song that is basically saying, look, mate, you and everyone you associate with, including your fucking family members, are dickheads. And you need to fucking step up, and you're going to have to put some fucking work in before you're respected by anyone around here. And that's the message of the song. And I think the reason why I chose it this week is because, and it's really appropriate that you brought up my my musical laws of being creative. Because the first one is to not swear. There are better ways. There are less lazy ways to come up with lyrics than swearing. I'm not against swearing. It's just something that I don't do because if I was to say I wanted to tell someone they're a dickhead, I could either say they're a dickhead or lyrically explore why I think they're a dickhead, which I think is musically more interesting.
There's a penis protruding from your skull.
Yeah,
there's a penis.
See, already that's already more musically interesting than saying you're a dickhead.
You're a dickhead.
I know that
you're a dickhead.
I know that they do swear in this song, but it's when they've reduced it down. So they've got this entire song which is saying you're a cunt, but they've broken it down why they're a cunt, and they're talking about like your father was a cunt, therefore you are as well, and your father did this, and your family did this, and you act like this to all the people around you, and so therefore nobody likes you, and you need to do some work. And it's just a very lyrically interesting way of saying you're a cunt, and that's why I like this song. It's such a great song, and just listening to it's sonically very interesting as well because all the instruments are acoustic. There's very little processing going on, and so like it's very mid-heavy. Like there's not a lot of bass and there's not a lot of high end. Everything's in the mid, but it still sounds. It's not muddy. It sounds cool. It's a very well mixed song.
See, I've only listened to it on my phone, which is famously crappy speakers on a Samsung.
Well, I would encourage you to listen to it with headphones because it just sonically.
I did it. I actually meant to do it after the first time I listened to it on my phone. I was like, I need to put this on the monitors, and just never got around to it.
So Theo, you recommended The Handsome Devil, Charlie's Inferno, and I've recommended The Old Dog, Old Dog by The Scratch.
They're both on the playlist right now.
They are both on the playlist right now if you want to listen to them, and you can listen to all the stuff that we've recommended over the past months of us doing this show.
What episode are we on now?
We're on episode 13. Yeah, episode 13, baby. This is the longest running show I've ever done. Okay. Are you ready to get to the final part of the show and spin the wheel of conversation?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So this is a new part of the show, and I hope it freaking works. Oh, God, encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video. Oh, shit. Oh, no. I'm going to have to... What the hell's going on? I'm going to have to load this up. I wish that I could... Can I make this available offline? Would that help? I'm just gonna have to let it try and calm down. No, don't.
Play some music,
please. No. I tell you what. I'm gonna quickly bring the Twitch stream up just to see how bad it is. How bad it is that we've got to deal with here. Oh, God. It's choppy as hell, but we might have caught up with it. I think we're okay now. I think we're all right. I think we're okay. Cool. Okay, so this is a brand new part of the show. This part of the show is called the Wheel of Conversation, and it's like the idea is to give us a topic to talk about that is guaranteed to be a bit more lighthearted, because we do tend to make things a bit serious. So I'm gonna. Would you like to spin the wheel, Theo? Yeah, would you like to give it a good old spin? Well done, mate. Well done. Here we go. Yeah, that was perfect. That's perfect. It's starting to spin now. You didn't give it a very hard spin. In fact, it's going really slowly. Well, it's going so slow that I think that the song would be over about 20 or 30 minutes before the thing actually finishes. You can see it spinning right now. Okay. It's going so slowly, mate. So... No, there isn't. So I guess I'll just do the song. Spin the wheel of conversation. Where is it going to land on? Spin the wheel of conversation. Behold the power of random. You'll get there eventually, mate. I can hear it clicking through all of the bits as it goes. And if you were to watch it, it's just going to take ages. So I need to start spinning this when we actually get to this part of the show, rather than... Yeah, I should spin it at the start. Because this is going fucking ages, and it's got to the point where I don't think you can actually hear your voice. It's decided that spinning the wheel is more important than hearing or looking at you. Oh God, I'm embarrassed by this right now. A lot. I have 16 options. Oh, it's slowing down. I think we're coming to a decision. Oh God, I want it to just stop now, please. It's been spinning for a really long time. We're slowing down. Oh, it's having a hard time. Oh God, this is the most embarrassing thing ever. I'm so upset by this. This has gone really badly. It just did one little click in the background to say, and the next category. It's been... come on, mate. Come on, wheel. Do your thing. Is it gonna... It seems to have picked something. It seems to have picked something. It should like come up with a and it should tell me what the category is. There we go. Okay, so why do we use words like colour to describe sound? That's my dumb music question of the week. Why do we use words like colour to describe sound? Yeah. I hold on. I want this to catch up with itself. I'm going to be closing this window here because I'm going to go back to the main screen because clearly that's an issue for this. I'm going to have to find a new way of doing this, but okay. We might have you back now. So the category was why do you use words like colour to? Oh God, I've hit the mic. Why do we use words like colour to describe sound?
So, colour is a term. I think it's just arisen around music, which is effectively pretty much every. So we'll talk about analog consoles and the like, analog modules and such. So when you're working with analog circuits, because of the materials used and densities and the way that the current flows and what have you, the sound that comes out is going to be a bit different to the sound that goes in, even if you leave all the effects dry, because you've put it through a particular process that changes its properties somewhat.
Yeah.
We call this color just because, like, it is just the term that we've got, you know. So how else can you describe that something sounds?
Yeah.
I mean, warmer being it's got more in the low end, and brighter being it's got more in the high end.
Yeah.
But I feel like color, in my head anyway, is something that you apply. It is a term that you use when your signal's been changed.
Okay.
So you can have like, this piano.
Hold on. Go back by a sentence or so because we're having issues again. And it's not you this time. It is absolutely my computer having a really hard time trying to do all the stuff that it's doing at once. Hold on. Wait. I'm trying to. I wonder next time. I wonder if I use ad blocker next time, will that affect this at all? Okay, we're back with you.
Cool. So like color.
Yeah.
If I were to, so if we're saying, this piano is really warm. Mm-hmm. This is a warm sounding piano. It's got info in the end. And then you put it through an analog console, and it comes out, and it's got the console's applied some color to it. Mm-hmm. So if I were to take you, Lawrence, you are the way that you are. You're a warm person.
Yeah.
You're not a bright person, but you're a warm person.
Oh, you're not the brightest bulb with the bunch, but you're the most likely to set on fire, so.
It's you, my man. Because I love you. But so you are as you are.
Yeah.
If I were to drag you backwards through a hedge, the process of dragging you through that hedge is going to add stuff to you that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
And depending on what sort of a bush I drag you through, and how wet the soil is on the ground, you're going to come out slightly influenced, like affected in a slightly different way.
Yeah.
And so that's just what we call the dirt that rubs off on a signal after it's gone through an analog circuit.
Okay, but
And
I think the question is, why do we use words like color to describe
why do we
sound?
use words like color?
Like, why do we use a visual word to describe a sonic auditory thing?
Well, I mean, how would you do it?
Well, I think that the why could be answered with because if you are trying to describe something to someone, you would say it is like something, and that simile is often just a framing device. So if you were to frame something that is purely audio, you would either decide to use a simile. You'd either use a metaphor. No, sorry, you'd use a like for like description, i.e., something else that is auditory. But because that is a very narrow thing to describe, sometimes you have to go to a different perspective. So you describe it using a visual term because that genuinely is a like for like thing. You know what I mean?
I think so, but I think it's less about seeing the term color as meaning color necessarily, and more about it meaning it referring to a spectrum.
Well, I think could it also be seen as you're using a word which already has a connotation? It doesn't matter about the fact that it's visual.
Yeah, like I think when you hear the word color used after you've heard a signal before and after it's gone through like an analog console or whatever. I think when you hear the difference and then you hear the word color, you know what that means, and it just sort of makes sense that that's the term that you use for it, because it's like when you put something in and it comes out, it's almost like a different shade of the sound that it was before, you know. But yeah, I don't know. It might just be like just a quantization of like the closest the closest word that we've got to describe sort of fluctuations in sound are changes in color.
Yeah.
You know, it might just be that we've never. So like maybe there are cultures or languages that are spoken that lend more importance in their vocabularies to the difference in sounds. So maybe there is an actual word for what we call color when it comes to music, but we just don't have the word for it because in our culture, it's not necessarily something that we need to have a word for. You know, like they say Inuits have loads of different words for snow. That's because they're around snow all the time.
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay. Well,
I think it's the same sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass.
Maybe. If you have a better answer than Theo for my dumb music question, then please hit me up.
Keep it your damn self.
Please hit me up at the above Instagram. If you would like to also submit a dumb music question for us to ponder with our tiny, tiny music brains, you can also hit me up there.
Question too dumb.
Did you want to do another one? Do you want to try and do another one?
Hit it.
Okay. So I'm going to spin it this time.
Well, depending on how long it's going to take.
I'm not showing it on the screen this time. I'm just letting it spin. And I'm seeing if not having it on the screen helps our cause.
A watched wheel never stops turning.
A watched wheel never boils. It's definitely going faster, and we're losing less stuff from the actual stream. So maybe this is the way to do it rather than showing the spinning wheel.
That's cool.
Okay, here we go.
Or maybe the way to do is to get a physical wheel that doesn't require RAM.
That's another way of
Just
doing
built
it.
wheel in the background.
So, okay, here we go. What's the best song to have sex to?
Oh.
And I'm going to put a prerequisite here. It can't be John Cage's 4 minutes 44. Because I don't like the idea of having
What a
sex to
sad
music.
sex soundtrack that would be. Like, I got a whole playlist.
Yeah.
I love this one so much, I put it in twice.
So first off, I'm going to have to imagine that I like having sex to music, because I don't. It distracts me. Like, especially if there's knowing my attitude towards lyrics, like going at it, and then a weird lyric that I don't like comes up, and I'm like, did you hear him say that? Did you hear him say that? It could become part of bedroom talk, though. Yeah, overanalyze that metaphor. You go.
Well, you know what? I've had Will Smith come up on a playlist while I've been having sex. It's such a turn off.
Yeah.
It's the biggest.
Hey! Oh, hey! Nah.
Because you know it's Will Smith straight away, and you're like, the Men in Black dude in Fresh Prince. I don't need nah. And then, when the song's playing, it's like, you got a Prada bag with a lot of stuff in it. I'm like, no, I'm done.
Does it come on and you're like, nah?
Ain't getting G with it. Not to this.
I think so with that in mind, I'm thinking that maybe something without lyrics is what I need to go for.
Yeah.
So something lyricless. Or something with nonsense lyrics. Like, so I found out recently, so Sigur Rós didn't invent their own language, they sing nonsense.
Yeah.
I thought they invented their own language, but they just...
No. Well, they call it Hopelandic, but yeah, it is nonsense.
Yeah. So maybe Sigur Rós could work, but Sigur Rós is quite sad sometimes. You don't want to be crying while having sex unless that's your deal. Maybe that is your deal.
Good acoustic. Let me bring up some. Most of my instrumental tracks are going to be prog.
Yeah, and it's difficult to do it to a time signature.
Unless you
1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5.
Yeah.
Oh
man. Yeah, slap that bass. I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, when I was like 14, I imagined that I'd lose my virginity to a song by Gloria Estefan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it was I'm Not Giving You Up. I think that was how I wanted to lose my virginity. That's not what happened.
Well, I've also just been thinking about like strip clubs. Strip clubs have music in them that is inherently sexy, or it was supposed to be inherently sexy.
Well, yeah, but like if you're playing inherently sexy music, I feel like I'd just be thinking of a strip club while it was going on, because it's not music that I'd ever listened to. Well, right, lo-fi hip hop. Short tracks.
Yeah.
No vocals, just like nice little samples with a hip hop beat underneath.
I think my god, I think I might have thought of it.
Yeah.
Fucking Blue Sky Black Death. Their instrumental albums.
I don't know.
So Blue Sky Black Death are like a trip hop group a la Massive Attack and Portishead. Sure. But they're way more ambient, and they do have a lot of albums that have lyrics, but they have a lot of instrumental albums as well. So maybe that would be the one. Although,
you know what, Bonobo would be good as well.
Bonobo might be the one.
Bobo.
Okay, so is it the best music to have sex to, or is it the best song? It's
Oh,
what? Let me find out.
song. So
The
what
best
you mean? I've
song
got
to
to get
have
it
sex
over
to.
with in the space of 4 minutes.
Well,
Easy.
I guess it would be a case of you should have sex during this. If this song should come up during sex, this would be the perfect song. Like maybe
You're
it is a
like, oh
playlist.
yeah, this is my
Yeah,
jam.
this is. I want to finish to this one, quick. Oh. No, not this one.
William Tell over here. Come on, giddy up.
Wait, what about? Hold on. What about jazz? Jazz is sexy.
Well, it depends on the type of jazz. It very much depends on the jazz.
Well, the cool
So,
jazz, if it was like Nina Simone, Miles Davis,
I
some of their
mean,
slower stuff.
Nina Simone's voice is not necessarily what you want going on
True.
during. Like, if a song pops up that is about her being disrespected as a black woman, which has happened a fair amount of times, you can imagine. It's just, yeah, I don't think any. I think you're right. I think it's like, I'm not sure that any vocal artist is always going to be what you want.
Okay.
And I think if we're talking about the best sort of music to have sex to, then I think it is instrumental music.
Okay, so should we say, rather than it being a song, should we say that Bonobo is the best artist to have sex to?
That we know of.
That we, in our opinion,
Further
Bonobo.
researchers did.
Which is also quite apt, because isn't the bonobo monkey the monkey that copulates to say hello?
Is it?
It might be.
Why aren't we all like bonobos?
Why aren't we all like bonobos? That's a different question for another day.
Reaching.
We while you're finding that out, I'll do one more question.
Females show estrus and have sexual intercourse with males even during the period they can't conceive.
They're randy monkeys.
Pity lace. That's what I'm hearing. Don't need that shit.
Oh.
Hang on. Bonobo sex. Oh, I'm ending up on this.
Careful.
I'm on
what
this.
Careful what you're doing, mate.
Fish. Bonobos. They. Oh god,
There is. Why don't you just Google the monkey that has sex to say hello? Because there's definitely a monkey that has sex to say hello.
See, now I'll be on a list of people who are looking for a specific monkey.
Yeah.
Like one really horny monkey.
Yeah.
Where is that monkey?
Oh, okay. I know what we're going to be.
That has sex.
I thought.
Yeah, it is bonobos.
Okay, so we've had a question that is going to be recurring. Okay. So this is
sex beside
essentially
reproduction.
it is exactly this.
Told.
It's Shag, Marry, Kill. Shag, Marry, Kill. I'm going to give you 8 artists. No, you can't. I'm going to give you.
It's like, hello.
I'm going to give you 8 artists, and one of them you got to shag, one of them you got to marry, one of them you got to kill, and here's the other thing: all the artists that you don't choose get to watch each of those things happen. Let me just.
For me.
Yeah, I've got 8 of them. I just need to close some adverts because they're just taking up shit. Okay. I'm just also going to wait to make sure that the stream catches up with itself again. I think we might be okay. Let me just close some more Some more adverts. I don't think it's not working, is it? It just wants to be a dick. Okay, so I'll tell you what they are, and you can write them down. Okay, so BTS, the one that has all those members that has the member Suga, that one, and Jim Cook, Amy Winehouse. Oh, we're going to assume that she's alive. Okay.
I'll write them down.
Childish Gambino.
Ah, yeah.
Paul Stanley's Soul Station. Paul Stanley's Soul Station.
Okay.
NWA.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo Ma and Catherine Stott.
Okay.
Fleet Foxes.
Ooh.
And Mark Knopfler.
Okay.
So you got to shag one of them. But when you have a band here, by the way, you have to shag all of them if you're gonna. You have to do it to all of them. Okay.
Okay.
Or you just have to attempt to do it to all of them. Because I imagine if you tried to kill NWA, that wouldn't go well. But yeah, you got to do it to all of them.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like I can kill off one of the ones that I don't know particularly well. What was the last one? Mark Knopfler.
Mark Knopfler. So that's the lead singer from Dire Straits.
Ah, okay. Okay. Shag, marry, kill. The rest have to watch.
Mm.
Okay. Googling Yo-Yo Ma.
Okay, I'm going to talk through my thought process as well.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna rather than think about shag and then pick one of them, and marry and then pick one of them, I'm gonna go through each artist and see which one I'm most likely to do. So BTS, right? There's a language barrier. There's already a language barrier. So I don't know if I don't know if they'd understand what was going on if I tried to do any of the three to them.
Sex is a universal language.
Sex is a universal language, and so is music, but I don't understand what their lyrics are. So maybe BTS, because they're all pretty hot guys. So
Shag BTS.
Yeah, maybe shag BTS. I don't know. Amy Winehouse. Look, I've always got this rule of don't put your dick in crazy. And I'm pretty sure that
she was a bit crazy.
Yeah, so I don't want to disparage her memory, but like your first song was about how much your friends were telling you need to go to rehab and you saying no.
No.
So I don't think I want to. Although the sex would be amazing, though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And I don't have to. And I guess it's just.
You don't have to marry her.
I don't have to marry her, and I don't have to kill her. But so maybe shag Amy Winehouse, Childish Gambino. Ooh, I think I could also shag Childish Gambino because he's sexy as well. Although, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to. I think I'm going to kill Paul Stanley's Soul Station.
Okay.
Because I think I don't really know enough about them to, and also there's how many members are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 members. 12 members. Wow. I don't have the energy to shag 12 people. And I'm
with Lucasade Sport.
With Lucasade Sport, even. I don't have the energy to shag 12 people, so already he's not on that list. If I was married to them, I don't know. So I'm going to. Okay, I've decided. So I am going to shag Amy Winehouse. I am going to kill Paul Stanley's Soul Station, and I'm going to marry Childish Gambino.
Nobody clip that.
Please hit. Yeah, you can do.
Without context. I'm going to shag Amy Winehouse.
I'm going
Tell
to.
me why.
Oh no!
Don't clip that either.
Oh god! Oh, I've done myself a mischief.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do.
Just so you know, I'm not removing this one from the wheel after we've answered it. So this could come up
Fine.
again. Oh, your turn to embarrass yourself.
I'm gonna have sex with a dead woman. I'm gonna kill somebody else.
I know. Essentially, what's going to happen is I'm going to have sex with a dead woman. I'm going to be in a gay relationship with a black rapper, and I am going to murder 12 people. The best.
Well, you can't say you never did anything with his life.
You know what? It'd be worth it to marry Childish Gambino because I think he'd be awesome to be the husband of.
Oh, you'd be funny. Yeah. Oh, would you be the husband then?
We'd both be the husband. Do you not know
The
how?
husband.
Hey!
You're my wife, Childish Gambino.
Dude, as a bisexual man, I thought you'd thought about this. When you marry someone, you're both the husband.
Not if I marry a woman.
Well, unless you're, yeah. In that case, that doesn't work. But yeah, you're both the husband if you marry a man, right?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not bisexual.
It was more just an IT crowd reference, really.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Right. I would probably also shag Amy Winehouse.
It just confirms that I'm right, so that's okay.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that beforehand.
Yeah.
I would marry Fleet Foxes.
Mm-hmm.
So they could teach me about harmonies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I could be on their album. Who would kill?
I was marrying the Hey, Fleet Foxes, I heard you're getting married. Who are you getting married to? I am marrying the Just tell me! Oh
man. Yeah, you know what? I'd want Childish Gambino to watch me, just so he can get me on.
Yep.
So, yeah,
I've just forgotten that means that NWA are going to watch me shag Amy Winehouse. And NWA are going to watch me marry Childish Gambino. Oh, dear.
Guests at your wedding.
Yeah. I don't think BTS would care. They're just like,
Okay.
We're just happy to be invited. Thank you.
I don't want to kill Yo-Yo Ma. That seems disrespectful.
Yeah.
Who do I want to kill?
You don't want to kill your mama either. That's such a low-hanging fruit joke.
Either Yo-Yo Ma or your mama. Who would I kill? I mean, I have to join you on Paul Stanley's Soul Station.
Yep. Yeah.
Again, I know. So yeah, Amy Winehouse, give her a take her down the vineyard.
Yep. Who did you say you're marrying?
I would marry Fleet Foxes.
Okay. Oh, that's a great place to end the show, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to find a better way, a non-resource heavy way of trying to get that bit to work. But yeah, so if you would like to write in dumb music questions, it turns out they don't even have to be music questions. Just dumb questions for us to answer. Then please hit us up at the Instagram. Other than that, I have written all the stuff on the wheel because it's just dumb thoughts about music that I've accrued over the days. So, and just some dumb thoughts in general. There's a variation of Shag, Marry, Kill on there, which is write, perform, judge harshly after too many tequilas, where you have to pick an artist to write you a song, an artist to perform one of your songs, and an artist to critique your music after they've got too drunk.
Oh, dude. Sounds painful.
It's so great. So great. Okay. So, Theo, do you want to do any shout-outs?
And for myself,
Yeah.
find me on Instagram. Theo Dehaney Music, that's the one.
And if you want to hit me up on Instagram, the name is above my head. Theo's name is above his head as well. If you would like to hear some of my music, it's on Spotify or wherever you listen to music. My name is Lawrence Hobbs, because that is my name. And you can also find me on Facebook and on TikTok as well, but those aren't as important. But you can also find me on Twitch, where this show is being broadcast from. Hopefully the live version of the show, hopefully the recorded version of the show will be better than the live one, but I think that it might be the same quality. We will find out. But yeah, if you're watching us on YouTube, hello. Join us on Twitch, because that is also that's where you can see these shows live, and you can get involved, you can interact. I will be back tomorrow at midday for Fix It Friday, where we're going to be taking some of my old tracks that I've recorded in the past and putting stuff in them that should have bloody well been there in the first place, dickhead. And Theo, what are you planning this week?
What I'm planning this week, I'm once I've got my room tidied up, I'm going to start shooting a video for Deep Deep Blue, which is a song of mine. We're getting the sketch down, and then we're going to record it proper.
Nice. That sounds really good. Thank you for joining me, mate, and thanks
for having me, as always.
And you're welcome for having me. So yeah, without further ado, thank you very much for joining us, and good.